Hey, what's up everybody? This is your Keto Chef Rob. Now I've got a lot of time on my hands, of course, and a bunch of food in the pantry. So I'm gonna challenge myself to make a 3-course meal with whatever I have in the pantry using just these ingredients right here. Guys, so I have emptied out my pantry. As you can see, all my keto ingredients are right here on the floor for me to show you. We've got to come up with a fantastic recipe to make for dinner tonight. I already filmed this. I can tell you right now that it turned out delectable, very delicious meal. Before the video starts, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so what I came up with is to utilize these cans of tuna, and we are going to make tuna cakes. I'm gonna also show you, because I have the pickles, how to make your own tartar sauce. Freshly made tartar sauce is always better than the stuff you buy at the store. I happen to have all the ingredients to do it. So let's run through how to make tartar sauce. We're gonna start with the pickles here. We're gonna be using some of these keto pickles for the relish in our tartar sauce. Now just plain white mayo works here fine. If you don't have plain white mayo, you can use egg yolks and oil, make your own mayo real quick. We also need some lemon juice, but before I go ahead and juice this, I'm gonna get some zest from this, and I decided to use the zest later on in the recipe. So we're gonna get the zest, put it on the side, and we're gonna take the juice of that same lemon, we're gonna use the whole thing here, and we're going to dump that juice into the bowl for our tartar sauce. Now we're gonna keep the zest to the side, and we're gonna use the juice of this lemon to add some acidity to the recipe. Now check it out, it's gonna be a really rustic, chunky kind of tartar sauce. If you want something more smooth, make your knife cuts a little bit finer. I'm gonna just do a rough chop with the knife, keep my tartar sauce with some body and with some texture. Chop them up, throw them in there. We're gonna add a handful of garlic here too, and what we wanna do is we want to mince this garlic. So we press it on the cutting board with a knife. Now we want this to be a fine mince because you don't wanna just bite into a big piece of garlic in this sauce. You wanna spread throughout evenly. Drag the knife across, chop that up into a paste. Once it's a paste, dump it in. Now to finish this sauce off, we're gonna add a healthy scoop of our Dijon mustard. If you have just regular mustard, it'll work in a pinch. Dijon's great though to keep in your fridge. A little salt, a little pepper to taste. And look at this beautiful sauce. Every protein, every entree should be paired with a beautiful sauce, and it's always a good opportunity to use this to up the fat content. For everybody who's keto, sauces are key. Now it's time to move on to the tuna cakes themselves. We're gonna drain the tuna out of the cans, and then we're gonna add a healthy portion of Parmesan cheese to the mix. Now the cheese is gonna be what gets it kind of crumbly and like gets that nice brown crunch. Add a scoop of our mayonnaise, of course, and a whole egg. And a whole egg is gonna be a binder here. So we're gonna use that beautiful zest from earlier. Now we're not using juice because we don't wanna add any more liquid to this to add a nice pop of citrus flavor without making it too runny. Now in a pan, we want to get this pan up to about 350 degrees. 370 is going to be a little bit too high where it starts browning it too quickly, but I'd say anywhere between 300 and 350 is going to be perfect. Now my tuna cakes, as you can see, they're a little bit loose. Maybe could have put a little bit less mayo in there. Somebody try it out, let me know if that works better for you. We're gonna toss it right into the pan. You can see this is boiling. I got my oil just a little bit too hot at 370, but I was able to save them with the flip afterwards. Now, once they're in the oil, this is key, just let them be. Until you see a little bit of smoke rising, that tells you that that Parmesan is starting to crisp up in the pan. You don't wanna touch them until that, because you're just gonna break them apart in the pan. So flip them once, touch each one once essentially, until you bring it out of the oil to plate up. Now, speaking of plating up, this meal turned out amazing. We're gonna add our beautiful sauce to this plate here. We're gonna shave a little bit of parsley on top, garnish it with a lemon wedge, and these turned out amazing. Guys, I have a Caesar salad that I'm eating with this, and for dessert, a keto mousse. Each one of those are gonna have their own recipe videos coming out within the week. And let me tell you, we're making our own Caesar dressing with those same ingredients that you saw before. I'm gonna break it down, show you how to make it really easily. If you wanna see those videos and be notified when they come out, hit the bell icon and the subscription button, guys. Until then, keep it keto and stay healthy. Peace.